Oh, I'm all tangled. Fuck. It's me. Guess what, guys? I do still stream. Shocking, I know. Hopefully it's not too loud audio-wise. I know we've had issues with the game in the past. If it's too loud, someone please tell me something. Um. Oh. So yeah. Um. We're still here, baby. We're with things we've learned, we can fast travel. So I did some questing off stream because you know how much I hate grinding on stream. Um. But yeah. Sorry, I've been so bad about streaming multiple days a week. I'm a little piece of shit. I don't know what to tell you. Life stuff keeps getting in the way. Gundam stuff keeps getting in the way. Gundam life stuff keeps getting in the way. The store isn't really getting in the way, but like getting stuff for the store means going to the events, going to places. Um Also, Disney Sing Along Night is back on the back burner because your boy has been fighting what is probably a sinus infection since Friday and Saturday. I knew something was up when I took a big thing of like nice cold Gatorade and I felt it behind my eyeballs. A nice cooling effect that made my head hurt less. I was like, oh, that's a good sign. Everyone loves when their eyeball head hurts. But yeah, we're just gonna vibe and see what we can do. I literally picked this back up like after work today and just played a little bit. I would just jump. Oh shit. Because I think I was supposed to turn in those. Hold on, let me check out something. I think I was supposed to turn in those missions before I came to talk to her. I spent all that time side questing. If it turns out that we just lost all of those side quest missions because we forgot to turn them in, I'm gonna be upsetty. That's the only reason I'm skipping dialogue. Cassius Brightside, Dad? What the what? Yeah, Cassius is missing in the crash. That we do know. I love these little like chibi like little guys running around. So let's go to the branch office first to see if we can turn those in. She looked like she was surprised when I mentioned Dad's name. Yeah, I can imagine why though. The mayor said she the mayor said she's known General Morgan since she was young after all. Okay, let's put that aside for now. We've made a report to the mayor, so we should hit the guild next. Old Man Lugren is waiting for our updates. Alright. See, my concern is I did just see that autosave, and if I were to load, the last load would be in the Amber Tower, which is, like, not that much lost data. It's about 40 minutes. Half of that was probably the computer just sitting here on, you know? Got some good info. Explained everything you heard from to Old Man Lugren. Capua family. It's quite the find. That info, the guild can start figuring out how to handle the situation. Still, I don't imagine General Morgan's hatred of the Bracers ran that deep. Yeah, that was surprising. Everyone in Roland likes the Bracers, so I never imagined someone could hate us so much. Well, General Morgan is an exception. The Royal Army and the guilds are normally on cooperative terms. But this time, I may have to put you in an unnecessarily stressful situation. Well, gotta do what we can do. Anyways, we heard the Sky Pirates are behind the recent robberies. Yes, considering the incident in Roland, that does seem to be the case. But those were just small, petty cases. I never would have thought they'd dare try something as outrageous as a hijacking. Now that you mention it, you're right. The robbery in Roland was pretty pathetic, too. But this time they hijacked an airliner demanding ransom from the royal family. This is a huge gamble for them. Completed. Reported, completed. Okay, so those all say completed. I think we can just turn them in. Yeah, okay. Rank up. Oh, good, more money. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Off screen, I spent like all of my money on fish. It sounds insane, but I found a little like fishing village place. They had a bunch of fish-based recipes, and then with this game, like you can. Oh look, rewards. That's actually why Estelle now has an apron and a chef's hat, just like Joshua. But yeah, let me see, we do need. There was something I needed to buy. What was it? We needed fresh milk to make the fucked up version of this recipe. Is that it? I've been trying to make all of the bad versions of each of the recipes, which I think I've managed to do. But yeah, so we had these. We've got a couple more in the inventory. I don't want to waste them, so I haven't eaten them yet. Think I can get milk at the market. What's the reward list? Shield. Should probably slot some of these in. One thing I didn't look at while I was off stream was sorting out any of our RPG stuff, our like actual optimization. All right, we reported everything to both the guild and the mayor. Now we need to figure out our next move. Of course. We're never gonna find the Sky Pirates or the airliner just by wandering around. If it were that easy, the Royal Army would have found them already. What's wrong? You've really grown, Estelle. The old you would have been turning over every stone to find them. I can't believe I just heard you say something practical. Get her ass. What's that supposed to mean? You're both so rude. That was a compliment. But it is true that Bose is much bigger than Roland. We'll definitely need some kind of clue. A clue? Oh, wait. Did we see Niall and Dorothy in front of the mayor's residence earlier? Looked like they were searching for a story to write about. Maybe they heard something. That's right, they left for Bose before we did. It's worth asking them. I wonder where they went. You can hear I'm kind of stuffy. And I have been taking the allergy medicine. It's just not helping. I need to get decongestant. I do drive into work tomorrow, so I'll try. Why'd you say it like that? Give me your milk. Somebody. Hey, look, milk. Okay, let's fuck up this recipe real quick. By giving it to Joshua. Crunchy Millet Crepe. Okay, so we have the peculiar recipe version of all of these. Yes. We can't swap out orbiment stuff on the fly. We have to go to a place. I also haven't really messed with doing anything involving the upgrading of weapons. I've just been kind of stockpiling this stuff. Bruh, it is daylight, and you are passed out on the bar table. You gotta be kidding me. Well, there he is, physically at least. Was he that bummed his interview was rejected? Goodness. Now this is just pathetic. You're supposed to consume the booze, not let it consume you. Yeah, Sherazad, teach us the ways. I'm not sure it's fair to compare him to the bottomless drinker like you, Shara. Oh, please, if anyone's a bottomless drinker, it's Aina. That woman could drown 100 rounds without so much as blushing. Don't compare me, who only got happily buzzed, to her. Seriously? You never pass out either, and worse, you always force people to drink with you. Me, that time we were drinking champagne and Everclear mixed together, and I wouldn't let my wife go to bed because I wanted to keep playing Mario Kart. And she had to call out of work. She was working at my mom's office because she woke up still drunk. I'm sorry. Both are bottomless, though. Where am I? Good morning. You're finally awake. You know, it's never good to go overboard. Head is killing me. Same, buddy. Wait a second. You're the rookie bracers. The heck am I? I, I know we see the models with their extra outfits that I gave them. The characters don't react to it at all, but I also would be very surprised if is her chef's hat like connected to her like pony like Hatsune Miku ponytail like pigtail holders? Because that's so funny. Whew, okay, you freaked me out. Everybody hits on Sherazad. I'm the mentor to these kids. Sherazad? Wait, are you Sherazad the Silver Streak? Oh, wait. She normally has silver hair. I forgot. We changed her hair color. We changed everyone. Pretty much whatever outfit we unlocked, we honestly with our dumb costumes, we kind of look like niche Pokemon trainers, you know? So you all came to investigate the incident too, huh? Something like that. How about you? Did you manage to dig up any good info? Didn't seem like you got much done at the mayor's place. You saw me there? All right, I had no info and I needed something. Figured as much. The Royal Army slapped a gag order on everything, though nobody knows about the incident. I even tried talking to General Morgan at Hocken Gate, and they stopped me at the checkpoint. And then when I tried interviewing that infamous pretty mayor, her damn maid wouldn't let me in. To top it all off, the ditzy girl keeps causing me more problems. Oh, it's Idos. Idios, not Adios. My brain had such a hard time with that. Oh, Idios, what did I do to deserve such grief? Sounds like you're having a rough time. Tell me, or tell you what, if you're that desperate for info, I don't mind sharing a little piece with you. Hmm? You see, Mayor Maybell asked us to investigate the incident. We even got to meet General Morgan thanks to her. Sirius is my middle name. Bless the will of the goddess. I'm begging you, you gotta let me in on your juicy info. Sure, I don't mind. But you do remember how these things work, right, Niall? Hmm? This info's not free. Yes, pump in for info. Who texted me? Oh. What do we get in return? Are you trying to extort me? Go ahead and try. I've got no blood left to bleed. We're not information brokers. We're not asking for your Mira. But you did interpose right after the incident, didn't you? I'm sure you must have heard something interesting. You're cleverer than you look. I'll give you that. But I'll be honest, my info isn't worth much. We'd love to hear anything that's related to the incident. Just don't hold anything back, alright? Okay, okay. I've got 2 pieces of info, if that's enough for you. It's a deal. What? I maybe would have asked for more specifics about the info before it's be like, yeah, sure, give it. Yeah, most of last week was devoted to Gundam stuff. We went to a Gundam starter event, and then several stores around us had theirs delayed or the following week. So we may have overindulged and bought. We've probably ripped more than we've ripped 6 boxes altogether. Pack wise, if you add up all like the loose packs, either from participation, buying 6 packs or 4 packs a day, finding two at Target kind of stuff, we've probably opened close to 8 boxes. Honestly, good news is, I think we've sold enough on the store to make us pretty even. So if we're like within like a $50 to $100 range of like just mental calculation over the span of 6 months when I wasn't really tracking stuff properly, it was just in my brain. Um, I think we should be about even, which is great. Having a hobby of cards with opening 6+ boxes and being even is good. I still live in fear of the guy that I saw ripping thousands of dollars for one Bubble Mew. That was just like one day on a Saturday. It was crazy. The Royal Army's Intelligence Division is on the move. The Intelligence Division? I've heard of them before. Is that the division focused on gathering intel, right? The one that was created recently? Yep, word on the street is they're at least as tough as the Royal Guard. A guy named Colonel Richard runs the show, and the rumors say he's a pretty damn capable guy. Some folks think that it's only a matter of time before he solves the incident. Hello, Gay Space Fan. I'm doing okay. My face hurts. I have another sinus infection, so Disney Sing Along Night is back on the back burner. Probably until next year, just because I'm about to get real busy. I think I only have one more free weekend for the rest of the year. Don't worry, we will. How are you? Didn't you have a birthday stream recently? Or was the birthday stream coming and your birthday was recently? It's kind of my own fault. We moved the allergy medicine to my wife's side of the bed, which shouldn't be that big a deal. But because of my ADD, I always had a problem with this with regards to taking my ADD medicine. If I do not physically see the pill bottle, it does not exist. I will not remember to take it. It just is what it is. The worst part of the ADD take your medicine thing. Um, Remembering to take your medicine requires you to have the medicine in your system sometimes. But I don't take that medicine anymore. So, but yeah, allergy wise, it's a rough season, and I just haven't been taking it, so I'm stuffy and gross and green and snotty. Birthday today. My birthday stream is the 6th. When is the 6th? When is that? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What am I doing Thursday? No, I'll be at cards. I'll be playing cards. I'll try and pop it. Hello, what the fuck is a Gibby? With cute bats. Long time no see, Gibby. How are you? I was just lamenting that I have a sinus infection, probably. And the Disney sing-along is back on the back burner. It was supposed to be next weekend. It will happen eventually. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. There will be no additional sub goals until this one gets done. I would love to. This was actually since the double ear infection like fuckery at the beginning of October, I was feeling pretty good. That's why I was like, it's officially scheduled. I'm feeling hopeful. And then it was like, don't get too hopeful there, guy. Honestly, what I should just do is say fuck it and get it over with. Because I'm sure no matter what I do, it's not going to be as good as I want it to be anyways. And by letting it just linger over my head, I just cause a negative feedback loop of I'm sick, I can't practice. Because I can't practice, I can't do the event. Because I can't do the event, I feel bad. Because I feel bad, I don't want to do any more events. Because I don't want to do any more events, I feel like I'm a bad streamer. Because I feel like I'm a bad streamer. Like it's just this like Ouroboros of being like, it's stupid. But we'll get through it. So many people in my family have to take theirs, and I at a certain point was just like, I kind of hate being on them, and I can function without them. So I just stopped taking them and never looked back. For 10 hours? Okay, I might be able to do that. Today was my remote day. If it was on my remote day, I could like try and pop in a lot easier, but I go from work to home to eat real quick to cards, and then I usually get back at like 9 p.m. What has everyone been up to though? Did everyone have a good weekend? Looking for someone to protect me at the Crone checkpoint. Let's do it. Is that Crone or Corn? Crone. And here's something lovely we found out about the game because we actually, well, it was an accident, but we can fast travel, guys. Where's that gate? I I assume that's the escort thing. That's okay. So that is the only one. Yeah. Dude, a cozy weekend sounds lovely. We finally turned the heat on, and we only did it because okay, not only the two reasons we did it is I woke up and it was 60 degrees in the house Fahrenheit. If anyone wants to throw the Celsius calculations in there, for some reason I think it's 15 Celsius. Uh, in the house, and I was like, okay, we may need to turn that heat on, especially because we had people coming over to watch football, and I thought maybe they would not enjoy the chilly house. So we finally caved. You see my posting on the bulletin board? That's right. Ooh, finally, someone arrived. I don't think anyone would come at this rate. Is this expansion of WoW almost done, or do they still have like a long time before the next one? All I remember is when this expansion was coming out, it was like, who is the hot elf lady that lives in the knife? That was all I had. I'm just agreeing to shit. I didn't even read it. Thank goodness, I'm saved. I hear there's a ton of monsters on that trail, so I wouldn't dare walk there by myself. But it is almost on the midnight. We have midnight coming in Feb Marchish. Is midnight like a like little like patch expansion thing where they add like a new dungeon or raid, or is that the name of the next one coming out? New expansion, got it. I'll probably watch some videos about lore and then not play. Just like all the other times. Something's going on with my blurps because a lot of them are not making the noises that they're supposed to. I need to sit down and figure it out. Just live vicariously through you. A sentence that fills me with horror to this day due to my dad's constant use of it as a child to me. Tell me all about the people you were hanging out with. Oh, I love hearing these stories. I'm living vicariously through you. You should do this next time. You should. This is how you interact with people better. Here's a book on how to interact with people better. Don't forget, I'm living vicariously through you. Ugh. Sorry. I've only ever burned one book in my life, and it was that one. Yep, we're done preparing. Probably. I don't know. WoW has such good lore. It's just I can't commit myself to MMOs anymore because I feel like I never get to play anything else, and they never end. So I feel like I never even got to like finish anything. Let's do it. Does this go? Where does this go? All right, we're just taking up that way. So wait. Okay, we're just gonna sprint him, I guess. Wait. See, that one played. I heard that one. The blurps are so quiet on my side. It's never ending. Dude, I played. Let me see. So we probably talked about it before, but I played a bunch in. I played a bunch towards the end of Lich King. Then I played through most of Cataclysm, and by that point I had like I did have like 250 like mounts by that point. Like I fucking was obsessed with getting mounts. And then I played all the way through Cataclysm, did like the heroic raids and stuff on that. And then one day I just like was like, I think I'm done with this. And I stopped playing for like a long time. And then I don't know, I got kind of bored in school and like university and came back for what was it called? I always get it wrong. I think it's Warlords of Draenor, the one where they're like, hey, what if we add like a roguelite base thing where you can like get a bunch of guys and send them out on missions like it's fucking Fire Emblem? Uh so I played that. Um for a bit, and then I stopped again because I was like, I feel like this I feel like this is taking a lot of time from other stuff I want to do, i.e., hang out with the person that's now my wife. It was like that, and like I used to play like Pathfinder online with some people I knew from another group, and it was like I was like, man, this takes up a lot of my afternoons and my Saturdays. I could just be spending that time with her instead. So I stopped and never went back. And then when I played Final Fantasy 14, I was like, I'm having a great time, but I really think I am just done with MMOs in my life. You know, though Final Fantasy 14 was fun, I will admit. I tried to get my wife into trying it with me to make it more fun because basically I told myself I'm only going to play it for a month so I get to experience it and I can count it as having played a Final Fantasy, like having played Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO, you can't really beat it. So um is dummy still here? So I we downloaded the trial account things, but like in the trial accounts you couldn't be like in a party with people, you know, like you couldn't like add friends or like do any of the social stuff. So like that she's not gonna want to do this by herself. She barely wanted to try it to begin with, so I remember coming up here for like no reason other than to explore. I heard that one too. That one's working. Are they an okay volume for you guys? Because they are crazy quiet on my side. Ow! I just blew up. It just blew up in my face when I wasn't looking. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's I had just beaten Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. I was like, you know what? I remember playing 12 for like or like 11 for like a month, and it was the other MMO. So we'll give 14 a try for 1 month, and then we'll uninstall. Um, and then I lost all momentum and haven't made any progress in any other Final Fantasy game since. My fucking scuffed ass Final Fantasy Type Zero setup where a PlayStation 4 plugged into a computer with like a 1 foot power cable. So it's really inopportunely placed. And then a controller it's crazy quiet. Okay, I gotta figure out what that's about. Hold on. If anyone wants to test one, I bumped it up. That sounded better to me. Um, so and then the cable, the controller was broken, so it wouldn't charge. It had to be plugged in, but the only cable I had that worked for the PlayStation 4 controller was again like a foot long. So it was like plugged in to my PC tower. So I'm having to like become the right angle with my PC so I can try and play it. My neck is at like a 90-degree angle the entire like gaming sessions. And I was like, man, fuck this. I just stopped trying. It was a just scuffed setup, and all because here's what it was. I should have just spent money and like gotten anything better than that, and instead I was like, it's not that long of a game. I can deal with it. Like, why am I gonna waste money on it? My dumbass. What the giga rats? Sheep rat? Sheep monkey rat? I don't know what these are. It's an ambush. It's a cute ambush. I'm gonna be honest. If all of these things started jumping around me, I would not be afeared. I guess if they had me cornered on a bridge, maybe I would be afeared. Don't worry, we'll protect you. They're in front of us and behind. All right, this calls for. I mean, always protect your rear. Okay, maybe it was the wrong choice. How is that breaking up the group? We're all still on the bridge. It's fine. We're completely surrounded. Did I misjudge? Probably. Save your regrets for later. Yes, get the whip out, Scheherazade. Her name always throws me off because there's a, I think from it's the 1001 Arabian Nights. There's a, maybe it's not. There's a figure called Scheherazade, which for some reason I think it's from that book. I don't remember why I think it's from that book, but um, who's going first? Who who who's going first? That guy's going first. Okay. But I get Sherazade and Scheherazade mixed up. What the fuck? He's taunting? Thank God they just like mostly Dawn fan roll. Okay, everybody get your buff. Oh, don't do that guy. Um okay, we'll have to start this way. She's my favorite. But yeah, beyond that it's just been Gundam stuff. I actually do have one kind of funny story. So there's a place we order food from. Like when I did like the demothon and stuff, or like the anniversary streams, like times where I'd be like locked down at the computer, um, and didn't really want to make food. We've ordered from these guys before. It's an Asian place nearby, and since we were hosting football, I didn't really want to cook. We just ordered food from them. Well, in the past, we've been able to spend like $60 and be able to feed ourselves for like a couple days. When it's just the two of us, but we were hosting like I think there was 8 of us in total, like 2 kids, 6 adults. So we got food for everyone, and then basically it was $100 of Chinese food, which is more than I usually want to spend on Chinese food, from a quick takeout place. Like if it's like nice, I get it, but okay, who's attacking first? So you're the next one to attack. So it was more than I really wanted to spend on Chinese food. But here's the thing: we fed everyone. My wife sent me a picture. They basically gave her what was a box. You like a box like from the stuff that they would order from the warehouse, full of food. Like, it's the kind of thing where you have to carry with like two arms because it's like basically like more larger than a moving box full of food, filled to the brim with like takeout boxes. All of us ate yesterday, and all three of my meals, or two and a half of my meals today so far, has just been more of that Chinese food. It will probably still continue to feed us for the next couple days. It's so crazy. My wife called me after she picked up. She's like, "These people do not charge enough for food. What the hell are they doing?" And I was like, "Shh, we love them. We love them for that." Um, you know what? Maybe I'll just like burn a bunch of these dummies. Oh no, he's right in my face and angry. But yeah, it's so much food. I'm so happy. And my wife's gonna make stir fry tonight because when I was at the Bandai Card Fest thing, the horror that was that entire convention. Holy shit, they killed Joshua. Get it. Always get Chinese food. It's so good. Fuck. How do I it's been a moment. How do I revive someone? Fried potatoes, obviously. Oh, there it is. Revives. At first I had trouble figuring this out, but you have to like be close enough to them to make them eat it or something. So creepy sheep. Maybe if I pummel him, I can stun him. So, but while I was out of town on that trip, my my wife has the ability to cook, but she does not cook for herself very often. I'm usually the one that cooks. And while I was gone, I was like, "Hey man, what are you gonna do?" And so she worked on cooking while I was gone, and she made some what she said was really good stir fry using the like Beyond beef tips that I have in the fridge or in the freezer. Because especially during COVID when meat prices were crazy, I just started buying more and more like Morning Star kind of veggie burgery stuff because a lot of times I eat just to eat. Like I'm not like, damn, I'm craving a steak. It's like, or damn, I'm craving a burger. It's like, I need something quick and easy, and I can just throw this on the griddle or the microwave for like a couple minutes. Boom, we're done. Calories intaked, sustenance sustained. But I didn't get to try her stir fry at all, from what I remember. So she's excited to get to make it now that we have Dale rice from yesterday. It, my takeaway from that almost was like she was like my staff skills are incredible. I beat the shit out of those monsters. I can give you a demonstration if you like. As if she was gonna beat the hell out of this man. Sorry, but it was good experience for you. Let's hurry up and keep moving. We don't know when monsters will attack you. Yeah, let's not get ambushed by the weird sheep that killed a guy. Let's go. Come on, Estelle, we should go. Why do the ads feel like they're coming so often? I hope I didn't fuck up the ads. I turned them off for the card opening stream. Speaking of cards, card fans. After talking with my cousin, I went ahead and pre-ordered a box of the Avatar set because the price I was seeing a pre-order for was like 160. Uh, and he said honestly, that's I mean you're gonna have taxes and stuff, so it's probably gonna be closer to 180. But what he was saying is that's probably about what you'd be getting in like an actual brick and mortar store, anyways. So you might as well get it. So I did. I'm still gonna try and get a collector's of the of it if possible. You know, the collectors magic ones do kind of get scooped up and made crazy expensive. However, if I'm able to find a box of collector's boosters at Micro Center, like I saw for Spider-Man and I maybe for Final Fantasy, I don't remember if I saw it for Final Fantasy, then I will grab them because they were selling at MSRP. Hmm. Runaway guy. Yes. Don't let those scorpions near you. Oh, Queen's Roar. Yikes, I hope those guys die quick now. Crazy. Yep, the lightning just straight up missed. We can't have you doing this, so we're just gonna stun you. You know, ruin your whole day. We're almost done escorting this dummy. Thanks. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I just remembered, I can just run by them. Oh, can't run by this guy. Not really well. But yeah, so here's hoping we're able to get that, because some of the cards for that set look great. As ever, my family gets first dibs at the Magic the Gathering cards, but beyond that, they will go on the card store um, once we're done with that. But it should be a fun unboxing video. Lovely trip down memory lane of all of our, for everyone that grew up watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I will not be getting the Ninja Turtle set because I think those cards look rancid. The Pizza Lands look disgusting. Whew. That was tougher than I thought it would be. We can finally take a breather. I'm sure Ruan will send a bracer to take over here soon. What it's probably going to end up going is Avatar Final Fantasy set unboxing day towards the in a couple weeks for November. I don't know for December, I'll be honest. January Gundam comes out and there may be a Magic set then too. I don't remember. We shall see, we shall see. Junior Bracer Melvin of the Ruan branch reporting for duty. But I know my wife also wants to open up some more One Piece. Both because she likes One Piece and also because she was like, our store is like out of One Piece. So pleased to meet you, sir. You're certainly overflowing with enthusiasm. Well, I'm counting on you. Well, everyone, thank you for everything. Take care now. Already late, but I'll still try my best. Well then, please excuse me. They sure sent over an energetic guy. He said he was a junior bracer, so he'll still be a trainee in the guild like we are. It's the same for all junior bracers, not just you two. Everyone is trying their very best to become senior bracers. I guess I need to step up my game. That guy didn't even have a chef's hat. How can he be as cool as us? It'll be shameful for us if we're always relying on Shara. Ah, looks like that motivated you guys a bit. Now then, let's return and report this. We will fast travel our way down the mountain. Now that we know that's an option, why would I waste the stream's time otherwise? Like I said, I can grind stuff out in my own time. One thing I do need to do is there's still like a pile of there's a pile of cards behind me that are old, like not old set, previous set that need to finally be unsleeved. They were like leftovers from other decks. Um, they need to be unsleeved and put in the big box. Then I have Then I have the last thing from the last booster event we went to, which also needs to be unsleeved and put away. Okay, we need to go here because I want to. There are things we don't have here. Guess we'll get break 2. Guess we'll get strike 2. I guess we'll get cast 2. And EP cut 2. This is something we haven't messed with yet. I guess my concern was there might be ones where it's like if you do it one time, you can't get it the other way, you know? If we start running into issues, I might watch a video just on how the crafting works, kind of thing. Just to confirm that I'm not gonna like fuck shit up. Okay. You need this unlocked. And I don't have enough. Oh, I'm short. Oh no, I'm decently short. Let's exchange the one that's just money. She has burn blade. Equipable. Why is this purple? Whoa. Okay, I'm taking that. I don't know what the hell half of that stuff is, but they got cool names. Or does it make more sense to... Interesting. Well, we have mind 2. Might as well give her that. I think I gave her attack 1 just because I didn't know of anything else to give. The RPG stuff in this game are so deep, it hurt my brain sometime. We'll see about that. If we don't like it, we'll switch it out. Ruby Shield, cast 2. See, this is the thing that confuses me. So, like, if we swap this out, we get several abilities. But if we had swapped that down here, it wouldn't have given us those abilities. And I don't understand why that's the case. This almost makes it seem like it needs to be a yellow. I'm very much guessing. He has it. What if I change this to something yellow? That turns that blue. Does... There's a reminder. I think we're 100 bits from Evil Jellybean. We've been 100 bits for a while. We haven't really been doing much on the Jellybean front. Or sorry, or on the... It's a punishment wheel. Sorry, it's not a Jellybean. I don't even remember what was here, guys. I'll be honest with you. Um, does giving her this give her a ton of abilities? Yes. We already have that. Reshield. Emerald Shield. Hmm. So this is line 1 is yellow. Line 2 is blue. I guess they're all yellow and blue. It doesn't matter what you change the stuff to. Might as well give her art defense too. We are probably woefully unoptimized. I'm not smart enough or willing to spend enough time to try and optimize it properly for the stream right now. I'd rather do it off stream, research it, you know. Hmm. Whoa. It's kind of funny. He looks way more like protagonisty than the protagonist does. We're chefs. Weather boy. He birthed one Hatsune Miku, one ginger chef. Wish my eyes could do that in real life. Look at him. He exudes himbo energy. His necklace is a fucking rock. And not even like a crystal or a cool rock. It looks like he just took a pebble. He's named after a rock. Adventure, adventure. Did I go to this village before? Yes. It's just up the hill. I know I came up here for side questing, or it's kind of weird. Like the RPG player part of my brain is like I must explore all the things, right? Even though I know odds are in the story it's going to take me back through these areas anyways. But I like can't confirm that it's going to do that. And as we know from this game, you can miss out on quests by waiting too long if you like go too far in the story. Like we missed the find the cat quest because we progressed in the main story and that was it. So it's like I have to explore and do the side quests as soon as I get them because I don't super know when they're going to start to disappear. Let's get our investigation started. All bozos, please come forth. Sure, if we want everyone to think we're suspicious. I think we should talk to the village chief first. Oh, he's up here, that's right. The music in here is so serene, though. This would go so hard on, like, one of those, like, those music boxes. Like the wind-up ones. What up, my guy? What up, book nerd? Whoa. Oh, it seems like you're all here. What brings you here today? Just here to visit? No, unfortunately, it's for yet another job. Though, in all honesty, I'd rather knock back a glass of that fruit wine. Well, things don't always go the way that way in the world. By the way, I forgot to ask, but are you friends with Agate? He's a colleague, but we're not teamed up with him or anything. I guess you can say we're more like acquaintances. I see. Then, even now, he's all alone. Is there something wrong? Oh, excuse me. What brings you bracers here to the remote village? Has anyone wanted monsters? Has another wanted monster been seen in the area? Actually, no, we're investigating the incident involving the missing airliner. We heard someone here witness something, so we decided to pay a visit. The Royal Army soldiers came here recently for the same thing. They took a look around and then they left. Anyways, who was it who saw the silhouette in the sky? It was one of the kids in the village. His name's Louis. He said he spotted a strange shadow on the night of the incident. But then again, he's just a young boy. He might have been half asleep and just imagined it. Imagined? At any rate, we should go here. But you're right. Thanks for your time, mister. Not a problem. You can come and see me anytime. Use me. He's so little. Never seen you guys before. Are you the merchants who came to buy fruit? Nope. Guess what? We're bracers. Shut up. But you don't look as strong to me. Kids can be so cruel. Say that again. Say that again, and she'll drop kick you into the lake, or she'll like home run bat you with the staff. How's that? Want to see something even cooler? Estelle, that's enough. Anyways, are you Louis? Yeah. How do you know my name? The village head told us. You saw a big flying shadow, right? We wanted to ask you a bit about it. Really? Well, the soldiers searched for it and they couldn't find anything. We know, but we'd still like to hear what you saw. Any details you can remember would help. Okay. Well, you see, I like to go out and look at the stars. So I always sneak out after everyone goes to sleep. That night I saw two shadows flying in the sky. Hold on. There were two shadows? Yeah, one, but one's big and one was small, like a mom and a kid. Two shadows with different sizes. If one was the airline and the other was the pirate ship, that would check out. Definitely. The airship we saw in the forest was smaller than the airliner. The north would be out of the village's rear exit. There's another mountain trail there. It leads to an abandoned septum mine. We did find that mine when we were exploring and doing side quests. Actually, I think that was last stream we saw that. We just couldn't go in because it wasn't story time. And they laughed like I was some dumb kid. I'm gonna cry. Don't worry, you don't have to cry. We're not like those jerk soldiers. We're going to prove that what you saw was real. Really? Really. You can count on us. No more tears, okay? Okay. Thank you, Miss Bracer. You're so kind. What? Nothing. What I love about these like little hooks on the back of her hat that connect to her pigtail things is just imagine if you had like demon horns or like antlers, you could still wear it. Like Chopper could wear this hat, or the like characters from like Has Been Hotel or sorry, Hell of a Boss. To the abandoned mine. Oh yeah, there's the reminder thingy. If you click on that link, you get to go to the link tree that has socials like YouTube and TikTok and other stuff. I don't remember what they all are. It also has the merch store and a link to the eBay, which I need to not abandon. But it does have a link to the card store as well, which is actually very updated. I spend hours on that every week. Yesterday was literally an inventory day. Literally went from like 1,800 cards on there to like 2,000 cards on there. Just for me adding stuff and adjusting prices. And then like 70 cards sold today. Now, granted, a lot of them were in a small was a inexpensive order of what is essentially bulk cards. I think they bought 44 cards and it was like $6. But you know what? Some orders just be like that. And the bulk was just gonna sit around the house anyways. And maybe they'll come back and buy something bigger next time. You know? It is what it is. This comet ability is so good. It can hit from so far away. And it decreases their like speed and or movement or whatever. Now you're both stunned bozos. I need to stop skipping that. I was skipping the attacks animations when it was just me so that I could make more progress faster. But you know, you guys might want to see the stuff. Boom, dead. It's up this way. We've already combed through here for all the treasure and little pick-upables, you know? Go kill this rock. Okay, you know what? This guy chose violence. Beat the shit out of me, too. Get jumped upon, bozos. Rude. Insubordinate and churlish. Maybe I'll just like auto attack this guy to death. Yeah. See, I think we only recently unlocked that one, and it is really cool. And it decreases their attack and defense, which is a great way to start one of these fights. You know what? Now that he's stunned and won't be able to do anything, let's just start using some of our spells on him. I think finishing blow should finish him off after that. We're so close! There we go. The mine. Past this black started chains. This is the abandoned mine. It does feel kind of like the Magla mine, but this place looks so run down. It's been closed for some time. The lock is completely rusted shut. Doesn't seem like it's been opened recently. In other words, the Sky Pirates haven't been through here. Maybe that's why the Royal Army gave up? Could be. Doubt you'd find any clues by just climbing the mountainside. What's wrong, Estelle? Is it just me, or is the wind blowing from inside? From inside? You mean the mine? Yeah. Wait a second. You're right. It's faint, but there's definitely a breeze coming from there. Right. Seriously, your intuition's surprisingly sharp sometimes. You really are Master Cassius's daughter. That has nothing to do with this. Anyways, aren't you curious about what's inside? Yeah, it might be connected to somehow. It's definitely worth investigating. Alright, then time to snap the lock. Yes, breaking and entering. They'll never suspect two chefs. Might have a key. Oh, bummer. I guess that's true. We could just ask the village if they have a key to it instead of, committing crime. The good news is most of these monsters are still dead. We don't have to worry about fighting them. Not that they're hard, it just takes time. Oh, but when we go over here, we're gonna have to go inside. It's gonna respawn a lot of these guys. Let's see. Down this way. Wait, what? Where's it up here? Oh, cool. We don't even have to. Oh, there you are. Ah, you're the bracers from earlier. It's quite an elaborate tombstone, isn't it? We erected it to honor the victims of the war 10 years ago. Bose is close to the Empire, so we faced fierce fighting. This village wasn't spared either. We lost a couple people. That's so. There's no need to look so sad. Cleaning this cemetery is simply part of my daily routine. What brings you here? You wanted to talk to me, didn't you? Oh, right. We wanted to ask you about something. Before that, since we're here, would you mind if we paid our respects? We don't have any flowers, but please let us offer our prayers. I wouldn't mind it in the slightest. Oh, sorry. Guys, I was trying not to yawn. Ooh, eepy, eepy. Didn't even take our chef hats off. The hat stays on during sex. It's true that the soldiers didn't search that far. We talked to that Louis couldn't. We couldn't just ignore his story. I wanted to check on it just to be safe. Could we borrow a key to the mine? Stolen. It should be in this drawer. Oh, it's still here. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Abandoned mine key, let's go. Fuckers ever played Chips Challenge? Sorry. No problem at all. The Bracer Guild has always been a great help to us. This is the least I can do. Life would be... if we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Yes, please do. Well, yeah. It was a kingdom-wide war. Like, what this gives me flashbacks to is when dealing with certain people that I've known who do not leave their small towns, and then they were like, wow, people outside of the place I live suffer from some of the same things that I do, and or there are differences out there. Like, the world is wider than my cave. Like, it seems cliche, but like it does happen a lot. I went to visit a place that had like a local they had a local burger place, right? And if someone from there specifically told me to, hey, check this place out. It's local to there. I was like, cool. Love trying like local restaurants, even if it's like a local fast food chain. If it's one that's not in my area, it's like cool. Let's check it out. Let's see what they got. When we explained to the person that we wanted to, that what brought us there was that because we'd never been to one because they don't have them where we live. She couldn't wrap her brain around the fact that this restaurant that she goes to, she works at, she grew up being around, may not exist everywhere in the world, or at least everywhere even in the same state. It was an interesting experience. Wow, we're taking a lot of hits this fight. Well, what is Heaven Kiss? Oh, it's a support move. Okay. We'll accept our kiss from Cheryl later. I forget the Hamlet quote. For some reason, all I can think in my brain right now is the Alas Poor Yorick one, but that's not what I'm thinking of. It's the There's More to Life quote. Oh, the there are more things in heaven and earth ratio than are dreamt of in your philosophies. That's the one I was thinking of. It doesn't actually like it's not really related to this current conversation, but the concept of there being more than what exists that makes up your own life was the common thread there. Oh, I don't think I got the other. Okay, whoo, just barely. I think they're both dead now. Yeah. And that is the hardest fight going up the mountain, I believe, so. Nope, that one goes to treasure. Which we don't care about because we've got plenty of treasure. You know. Why is that always in my head? Let's flicker. We can take out that big guy and make my life easier. I was hoping. I said I would stop skipping the cool attack animation, sorry. I forgot. Hit him with... They'll never see it coming. Thanks, Siri bot. Defiant Savagery. What a name. Like, I just slap his ass to death. You know, it's not that. There's certain parts in fights where you're like, man, I don't really gotta try on this guy anymore. I can just give him a little ass slap that make him die. That was that. The path is blocked with a sturdy chain and padlock. Choose the key we borrowed. Oh, there's a reminder we are 100 bits away from the punishment wheel. Not sure about the sky pirates, but I do sense some monsters inside. Never let your guards down. Guard down, kids. I was gonna say we'll try and find a path that looks like it doesn't progress things. Aw. I was pressing Y to activate that ability and it just was not going. And I was looking, the bar was full. Oh yeah, we can see some of these new abilities we got. Like Stone Hammer. Wait, Stone Hammer is not a new one? Oh, delayed him just in time to get the Stone Hammer off. Was that no damage? Maybe not. Go, beat him the book up. Just Hurricane. We'll be able to hit so many people from here. Just chain so many combos, they're not gonna know what hit them. See what I mean? So he's dead. We procced so many things there. That doesn't seem like it's gonna do enough damage. But you know what this man is weak to? Several things. This does say heavy stun. So hopefully this will activate his stun. And then this stone hammer will just finish him off. Yeah, that got him. Okay, so that just looks like straight up progress. Let's go back and explore the other path. Jeez. Sorry. I will try. Let's see what aerial is, because that sounds new. Jeez. Gotta hit him with that Earth Lance. I'm gonna be honest, I thought he was dead. I didn't know he had turned into like a little rock. And then you shattered him. I always focus on trying to get rid of that big guy. Comet! Oof, overkilled. And now they're both stunned, so I can do things like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know what this does. Confuse poison 90%. Okay, because I will forget. I want to see what Hellgate is. That looked really cool and horrifying. Level up. I dodged. You could literally see me rolling. These guys are too tanky. Man is gonna get spelled to death. I don't think you're gonna make it to your next attack, bud. See? I can see the future. Yeah, these guys are gonna be annoying. I don't think we need to go as far as Pummel. I think Comet will do just fine. They're already so low. Yeah, see, that killed them right there. Man, dodging those ones are tricky to me. Oh my god, I'm trapped. Oh, nobody was stunned yet? Yikes. What up, Odie? Oh, there it is. I saw your thing. It looked very blank. And then the corgi butts showed up. How are you, my guy? I'm doing okay. Last week was Gundam release, so we were pretty busy. Um, I got a sinus infection, probably, so we're having to put the Disney sing along night back on the back burner. I don't have any more free weekends this year, so it's probably gonna have to be in January, which is annoying. But dude, I not only that, I pulled more alt arts that I didn't even like show you. After our last event, we were like, you know, we didn't get to have any like extra packs because the store didn't have any. You know what? Let's swing by our usual store since we have to drive part by that town anyways. And that store has us rationed on like 4 packs a day. I walk in, buy the first or the last 4 packs in a box, pull the tall geese alt art. My wife comes in right after because she was at like the neighboring Ulta and pulls 4 packs from a fresh box and pulls one of the 2 alt arts in the box as well. Both of which I needed those. And then based on card sales, we're back to like dead even. So, you know what? If I even savored the well, the thing is, it's 4 packs a day, and I usually don't like drag her around to like be like, hey, come get packs with me. It was just like, you know what? There's a booster event. If you come with me, we get extra promos. Like we get extra cards, all that kind of stuff. So you know, our going to the store and opening those extras wasn't the plan. It was a last second thing. I'll send you the pictures. Actually, I can do it right now. Give me half a second. But the tall geese art especially was beautiful. Mm. Garage pools. There's that one, and yeah, one of them's the tall geese from Gundam Wing. One is the Flint Asuna pilot from Gundam Age, and they decided, you know what, let's just put like a really tragic scene for that alt art. There you go. Drop them in the Garage Pools channel just for you. I wait, did I send pictures of the newest ones? Did I? The ones I pulled Saturday? I don't think I sent those. But maybe I did. If I did, well, now they're sent twice, baby. Well, they have been sent now. I'm lost. Hold on. I go back this way. I know, right? All of the alt arts are so cool. And I have several cards I was gonna put on the store, but someone in my local group was like put out a list of what they're looking for. And several of them are those cards. So I put them aside. I'm gonna trade for like one of the expensive alts because it's like $53 worth of cards. I'll send a picture of that when I get it on Friday or on Thursday. I have, save for the one alt I got a duplicate of, I have failed to like unload any of them. The first time around, I unloaded a bunch of the alt arts to kind of like pay for stuff related to the card game. This time, I didn't do that shit at all. I kept everything. It is hard to get rid of them though. They're so pretty. We'll just do this. They won't be able to do shit. It's a shame that you guys that there's like no stock up there, you know? I would love to see you guys get your hands on some Gundam. Two places I went to were like, yeah, we don't have any GDO2 to sell. But we have GDO1. I was like, what the fuck? Traumatic music. Kyle. Yeah, beyond that, we just been chilling out. Doing inventory for the store, hanging around, eating a shit ton of Chinese food, watching football with the family, having a lovely time playing with the kids. Those kids love me swinging them around, me jumping higher than them, and every once in a while they'll try and be like, "Can you do this?" And then they'll do like some like nonsense like little thing, and then I'll copy that. Got any secret to tell about what you're opening up on Wednesday, or do you know yet? Wow, Super Sentai ask. Yo, did I read that right? Super Sentai is ending. Is that correct? That's crazy. I'll have to like actually dig. But for some reason, I thought I remember seeing like an article indicating that like this current Super Sentai group will be the last one. Why do you sound asleep, Kyle? Dude, I'm so excited for this stir fry. And it's one of these lovely times where I'm not the one cooking. Usually, I am the one cooking. Okay. Morale first to boost everybody. Ow. Well, I was going to use Heaven's Kiss, but I have enough for my ult, so I think I want to use the ult now. Okay, who's going first? That guy. So let's just outright kill him. One less body on the field to worry about. I don't know if this will actually kill him, but it'll get us pretty close. One dead, one half dead. Lightning speed setup. Hold on. This guy's asleep, so I'm less worried about him. Can I get both these guys in here? Yes. There we go. There we go. Stunned. Thank you, Shara. Well, it missed, actually. Yeah, it's good enough. I was gonna say, it might get the other guy down. Ow. Okay, hold on. Uh, this will at least heal him. Will this at least kill the guy behind him? Oh, it missed. Hmm. I don't think I have a shot at. I can maybe kill or stun. Oh wait, I'm not gonna get to attack immediately. Critical heal. You love to see it. I might need to. Okay, that guy's down. Yeah, we need to find a way to heal that. That blindness, because it's fucking us up. We're missing too many. It's yeah. Um. I can at least get it off of him. Ooh, triple back attack. Okay. Hello, Nat. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good Halloween as well. Ours was very chill. We just watched horror movies and gave out candy. You know, we found out people surprisingly like a shit ton over here. Candy wise, just regular bags of popcorn. The kids went fucking crazy for bags of popcorn. I don't know that this heal will get off. What I will say is this triple back attack is gonna go crazy. We still missed some. But like, what if we walked over here? She is so close to dead. Oh, but you know what? Okay. It's funny that you mentioned that. I did hear someone at my gym was saying that people in her neighborhood were like, one of the houses were giving out like potatoes and other vegetables, and people were like fucking going crazy. She's like, there was a kid with just like a big long carrot munching on it. Like, that's so funny. I would I was honestly surprised by the popcorn thing. What happened last year is we ran out of candy, and when I went to like the dollar store down the street, there was some like, I don't know how to say this correctly. There was some like, I don't want to mischaracterize it. I don't think it's going to be offensive. Um there was a guy there who looked like he was part of some sort of religious sect, and he was buying like 80 individual like tea tree candlelight things, and it was taking them forever to, they had to ring up like each one individually, and it was just taking so much time. My wife was like, I don't know what to give people. And so what she settled on was she just grabbed like bags of popcorn that we had, and like people took them immediately. So this time she had me like us get like a an an 18 count box of popcorn. And that stuff went so fast. Like, we have a ton of candy left. We have no popcorn left. Okay, so let's get Kira on her so that we can then start beating the shit out of him unimpeded. Stop that. I was gonna say we should also spread out so we can't just keep doing that. Oh wait, I really wanted to see Heaven's Kiss. This is the new ability we got for Shara. Now this year we definitely got too much candy. We've still got plenty of candy left over. We'll sever him. I didn't want to use Estelle's like big ability because she's still got blindness on her because that stupid flashbang. So I was worried I would use all that CP and then like we would just miss. Wait, do I have the ability to get rid of it? Oh wait. Oh no, I used all the wrong person. I'm so stupid. Well, at least it healed him some. Even when the kids were over yesterday, we it's one of these things that was like we want them to take the candy, but we don't want to like give them too much candy, and we can't give them more than their parents want them to have. Kind of, stop flashbanging me, you dick. You know what, Lakira, heal 20% and get rid of debuffs, and it's a wide ass attack. Do we have enough for Sadist Whip? No. We do have enough for Bind Nail. We were having a good time with the kids yesterday. Though one of them, my wife ages ago had this idea that she wanted to grab, like, she wanted to get a disco, like a series of disco balls in different sizes, and that she was gonna make some sort of like intricate light thing with it. Well, more money than I would like spent on random objects, and months later of them just sitting there. It's never gotten made, but you know what? It did get uh done, thrown down the stairs by an infant and almost shattering. Well, I mean, when the kids come up for trick or treat, we're like just take whatever you want. Like we got plenty. But when it's the nephews taking it, then we have to deal with our cousins being like, "Why did you turn them into little sugar monsters? Oh, they won't stop asking for candy." So it's like we get the ripple effect blowback, you know? Of course not. Look at the way we're dressed. What? Smoke. He threw smoke. They threw smoke bombs at us multiple times in the fight. We should probably know what it is by now. Later, bozos. The ship looks like Mega Man Legends in my brain. I've not played Mega Man Legends in forever. Yeah. Like raiding their warehouse. Yeah, so let me see. Movies we watched during this like 2 weeks leading up to Halloween that were really good. We watched Weapons. That movie was awesome. A little bit goofy in places, but like really good, really memorable. We watched a movie called The Things We Destroy, which was a really cool indie kind of sci-fi-ish horror movie. What it reminded me most of is like Moon, where it's like the story is kind of small and encapsulated. The sets, like you can tell that it's an indie movie. You don't see a lot, but like it's got an interesting like horrific premise. We watched Bring Her Back, which is one of the few movies that even left my wife kind of shaken. It got to one of the few body horror things that always freaks me out, which is fucking teeth. I don't know what it is. Since childhood, I have always been freaked out by like snapping teeth or like getting teeth punched out. A lot of other gore stuff couldn't care less about. For some reason, teeth always do it. Um, watched that. It was really good. Really uncomfortable. We watched Lord of Misfortune, which is very like Wicker Man ish. Vicar goes to a small town to preach like the old pagan ways are kind of like infused with the town's culture, missing daughter, potential sacrifice, blah blah blah. But it was small. Why specific like why specifically small cuts? And also, at what point do they stop being small cuts? Is there like if it's more than 3 inches, is it? I'm not trying to be pedantic. I'm just curious. Oh dear, I've got bad news for you. I've never seen a single Evil Dead movie in my life. That's one of those. It's one of those movies that everyone goes, "What the fuck? You haven't seen this movie?" I've never seen any of the Evil Dead movies. My wife was having a field day with the movie stuff not too long ago. She she knows that I've never seen. We were talking about Stephen King movies. I've seen exactly one Stephen King movie, and that was The Shining, because I like marathoned a bunch of Kubrick films, but I've never seen anything else. Right? So then on top of that, there was she found out I've only ever seen two M Night Shyamalan movies: The Village and the Avatar: The Last Airbender. By the way, Odie, I did pre-order an Avatar: The Last Airbender play booster box, so that should be coming. I'm still trying to figure out if I can get a collector's booster for Micro Center. Um, and fuck, what was it? So, but then she realized that I've never. Oh, we watched Sinners. Sinners was so good, but I've I've never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie because I we're talking about Pulp Fiction, and then she was talking about Kill Bill. I've never seen any of those. I'm trying to think what else. I know that there was something else that she was like, "What the fuck? You've never seen this?" Which again is just story of my life. I was my thing is I'm really interested in some things, and I watch them a lot, but I have seen the Saw movies. I've seen like Saw 1 through 4. Right? 4, 5. I don't know. I think by like 5 or 6 I was out. I thought 1 through 3 were pretty good. Like I enjoyed them. Nope, never seen From Dusk Till Dawn. I saw Top Gun for the first time earlier this year. Why? Because the guy died and my mom's fiance was like wanting to watch it. No, I've never seen any Tales from the Crypt. That's the guy with the Crypt Keeper, the skeleton guy. Yeah, I do love it. It's an anthology series, right? I do love an anthology series. I used to love my brain is saying Stranger Than Fiction, but that's not correct. I used to love Twilight Zone. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. Um I've never seen Outer Limits. Twilight Zone's the only one that I've ever seen. There was a time early on with my wife where we were trying to work our way all the way through like all of the Twilight Zone. Man, this shit is so long. There's so many seasons, and every episode's like 45 minutes to an hour. There were some really good ones, like the mannequin episode. That was fire. Obviously, To Serve Man was one that like horrified me as a child. Um, but we just kind of fell off of it, you know. Every October, I let my wife go nuts with picking the stuff. Like 90% of the time, she picks really good stuff. The army's here. Oh no. This is a very oh my god. This is a very goofy version of it, but what that scene just reminded me of, um we're gonna take a quick distraction. There's a very famous scene in Victory Gundam. Hold on. That's along that same kind of like thought, but actually serious. So there's a scene in Victory Gundam that's kind of like I said, that similar kind of thought where it's a soldier kind of like lamenting that all this time, all this time, through all of this death and shit, it's just been a child having such a fucking high body count. Dear God. This is that time where one of those times where like you understand why his nickname was Kill 'em all Tomino. Also, apparently he was pretty fucking miserable at Sunrise at the time. I would love a behind the scenes kind of like documentary kind of thing about the production cycle of especially early UC Gundam, because there's so much stuff that went on in the background that's like you just hear about it from like, oh, here's a newspaper clipping of an interview from like 1983 where he said some shit. Look at all of the exploded grenades on the floor. Arrested by the army. Hakken Gate Dungeon. The general will interrogate you personally in the morning. If you're proven innocent, you'll be released in a few days. We'll just cool your heads in here for now. Thanks for letting us keep our chef's hats. I'd be lost without it. Yeah, I'm excited to open the Magic the Gathering Avatar cards. I've seen Avatar way too many. Like I've even read the I didn't I did fall off. I read the Kyoshi book or listened to them, and then I did the first Yang Chen book. I don't. I think there was a long pause, and I got distracted. I never picked up the second Yang Chen book. I think they may have done a Roku one since then, but I've not seen. We'll never catch the Sky Pirates. Looks like we gotta handle it ourselves, but we're completely stuck right now. How would Master Cassius have gotten out of this one? I think the books are interesting in that they do give you kind of because you get the internal monologues that you don't get from like a TV series. So you do get to hear like the thoughts and fears and concerns a lot more of the various different avatars as they like try and navigate their difficult life situations. Which, oh my god, it's the bisexual bard guy. Um, but things like how Avatar Korok losing his wife made him kind of retreat from his duties to the point that like the spirit stuff got more out of control. Yang Chen tried to bring more balance to the spirit side, but that caused issues down the line. In Kyoshi's time, Kyoshi's issues, as we saw, caused slight issues for Aang with that one island. But I don't. It's been a while. I don't remember the exact cycle now because I don't remember where Roku fell and all of that. I think Roku was right before Aang. He's not listening. Oh, Odie, I just saw the message about Trick or Treat. Yes, I have seen Trick or Treat actually. I really liked it. I'm kind of surprised that I feel like it petered out after that. They didn't really make any other ones, did they? What is a bad buy? The fuck is a strike price? Okay, I agree with her. Story time. From traveling. So a while, a while back, my not quite stepsister, like or sister-in-law, my dad's girlfriend's daughter from a previous relationship. They're not married, but they've like lived together for like 15 years. So like she's basically like my like sister-in-law. Um she when she graduated high school, I thought this was a bit much. I'm just gonna say it. I thought it was a bit much. But we tend to do graduation trips, you know? Like for graduating college, I went to Iceland. Or graduating university, I went to Iceland. For some reason, she got a high school graduation trip, which again, you're kind of expected to graduate high school. I thought it was a bit much, but we were along for the ride. They went to Paris. So part of the trip was in Paris, but a couple of days of the trip were spent in. We took a train down to like Nice, and then a train from Nice to Monaco. I mean, Monaco famously like a lot of Grand Prix, expensive cars, shit's expensive. Um, Hotels aren't crazy expensive, but that's kind of the thing. They get you in there, and then you spend a lot of money. Um, I did not because A, I don't like gambling. B, I don't. Besides trying some nice food, there wasn't much I was gonna spend it on. And since it was a trip with my dad wasn't gonna let us pay for anything because that's what he does. So when we were flipping through the menu at a restaurant at the Casino de Monte Carlo, I think it was called the Buddha Bar. There was a bottle of wine there that was like 17,000 euro a bottle. I cannot fathom spending that amount of money. on something like that. Like, why would I spend that amount of money on something that's going to leave my body in like the next like day? I could go so many places for that amount of money. I could be done with my student loan debts and most of my car for that amount of money. I just can't imagine ever doing that. I happened. I broke the dam. Mm. Le Grand. Big yawn. Ooh. Damn. What do you mean degenerate? What is degenerate in this context? Is it Olivier? Speaking of degenerates. For point of reference, when we first met this person, he tries to hit on Shara, I think. And she's like, no. And then he's like, how about the boy then? Oh? Way easy. But by the way, if you like From Dusk Till Dawn, because this is what actually triggered the Dusk Till Dawn conversation, um, you should watch Sinners. Sinners is a very good um I don't know if I would I guess it's a horror movie, you know? It's it's not scary. It's dark though. Mm. Like it's a southern like it must be early 19th century southern vampire movie, mostly focused around black Americans in a very difficult time in the South. Last night, oh, Sinners, yeah, it was very good. Like I said, I every year I let my wife fix stuff because she's much more in tune with this kind of stuff. She loves horror movies. She spends a lot of time ingesting horror content. So she had wanted to go see it in theaters. It didn't pan out timing wise. Um, so yeah, that's the one. That was tricky for me. I tend to have like a little bit of face blindness. So I get really confused sometimes when because I like if people add a hat or change their hair or like change their facial hair, I will sometimes get them confused with other people. So having two people that are the same people with just two different names was a little bit confusing for me, keeping track of who was who. Probably. Okay. That was a lot of droplets of magic. Do you have anything stupid to give to him to wear? There we go. Perfect. Befitting his everything. Equipment wise, what do we got? Needler, leather jacket, work boots, yellow sphere. His ATS seems to be his best trait. So maybe this glam choker. Probably should have used that. Oh, I actually have heard of this. I used to watch a lot of like um back in like the Channel Awesome days. I because I like a lot of like weird niche stuff. So I watch like a lot of Cinema Snob, Owen Citizen, Diamanda Hagen, and I think Owen Citizen did one about perfume, and it looked crazy. Um, I guess we should probably. It's probably a good time to. We'll see if we can upgrade any more ornaments. See if we can get a weapon for him. No, but yeah, I love weird shit like that. We have one of all of those. I guess let's see what we can do about these. Do you feel kind of weird about upgrading these now? Because I bet going to this new town. We're probably just gonna get better shit, you know. Um, I mean, I guess if we can upgrade them, why wouldn't we? You know, this confuses me. We have one equipped, but we own zero of them. How is that possible? How can we not own it but have it? Um, guess we could give him EP cut 2. I don't really know what it does. Give him strike 2. Line 2. Okay, that's kind of all I got there, you know. I don't super understand how this part of that works. This like line portion doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, okay, there's still some quests in the town. So let's at least pick up our quests over here. Got stuff to turn in. Sherazade and everyone, you're back. You really gave me quite the scare. It's unprecedented for bracers to be detained by the army during an investigation. General Morgan truly went too far this time. Sorry we caused so much worry. No, the important thing is that you've returned safe and sound. I'm just I was just considering lodging a protest with the army headquarters of the Grand Cell branch. But before I could act, the mayor stepped in. Of course it was, especially since the Kingdom of Librel officially recognizes the Bracers as an investigative authority. The General's actions contradict the law of our kingdom. Well, since everything's turns out fine, I suppose we can overlook it. Anyways, there's something else that's been bothering me. It's about that monster in the northeastern canyon. Didn't we defeat that one? Did another one show up? Correct. The subspecies of a large monster called a giant foot. What the fuck? What is a giant foot? That she'll handle already, so I left it to her. But it's taking longer than expected. I'll ask Sting to go and check on her in a short while. So what's going on? Still, if Sting is on it, probably not much to worry about. I forgot we give him cat ears. What are you talking about? Anyways, given what you're telling us, I'm guessing that you want us to go check it out. Yeah, there's always a chance something unexpected could happen, but as Scheherazade said, there's probably nothing to worry about. Only if you have time to spare, though. Understood? Is there anything else? Diamond turtle. Where's the diamond turtle? Maybe we'll go fight it real quick. What's the name of this one? I kind of want to see... So Path Monster. I kind of want to see how we stack up now that we just did all of that equipping and stuff, you know? Rewards. Oh my god. I guess at the very least enhancing the armor was worth it just to get all these. More strength, more defense, magic for the magic people. Spirit for the spirit people. Okay. And was the path one. So we'll... Really? Okay, fine. We'll just run up there real quick. We'll just dodge all the monsters. Fucking whatever. I don't know why I said it like I'm pissed off. I don't really care. But this fight will probably be the last thing we do. And then we're... Oh, it's not going to let us do it because of... We have to investigate the robbery. I don't want to do that yet. I just wanted to do a quick brainless fight. So, what I'm going to say is that's probably the end of stream. I will find someone to raid real quick. I think my wifey is making stir fry downstairs and I'm excited for it. Digimon. I'm so sad that I didn't get Digimon. Sorry, I'm scrolling and I just see... Well, what the hell is this? Hold on. Oh no, that's Fortnite. I don't have any thoughts in my dumb little brain. So I will send us to Vigi. You know what? I'll send us to Stubbins. I haven't rated Stubbins in a while. So yeah, we'll go to Stubbins. I think they're playing Fortnite, possibly with Vigi, because their uptime looks similar. But yeah, we just we went longer than I thought we would today. Like I said, I'm a bit low energy because my face hurts. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with me. It was cool. More people showed up than I was expecting today because I didn't really post that I was going live anywhere. I just kind of like was like, man, we just gonna do it today. But anyways, love you all. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Love you all. Bye.